All right, I'm on hole number one of the Paradise Islands tournament. So I'm in Monday's practice round in the Ricky division. I'm in my main account. So I practiced already in my odd account. So I now have a pretty good understanding of what ball and club I'm going to bring and what secondary club. So now I'm going to go out there and really focus on where I'm ending up and what my shot looks like going in, and try and hit some perfects going into the hole so that I can start the process of working on wind adjustments. So I'm going to do, in a lot of places, I'm just going to do a full wind adjustment, and I'm not going to worry about doing some elevation adjustment until I get a few shots under my belt. I want to make sure that any adjustment I do, I'm doing for the right reasons, not just because somebody told me I needed to do it. All right, so on this one, in my main account, and hold on one second. All right, I wanted to go back and watch the video from the last time we played this in a tournament and make sure I was thinking right. So I've got my white ring. I've got my white ring fully extended out just on the inside. So in my practice account, I tried that same spot. The wind in the tournament back then was blowing in this direction. And I was leaving the wind in because it was moving in a forward direction with the shot. The wind here is moving like this, and I took the wind out. And I ended up, very similar spot, I ended up coming through and I ended up down in this area. I needed to bring it a little bit more to the right. And I've got this wind that's going here. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start my ring set off instead of just on the inside. I'm going to start it off where my white ring is just on the outside, like a quarter of my right ring is in the fairway, and try it from that spot. And I'm balancing out the topspin, backspin, and then I'll take the wind out. We'll try that. So I'm trying to work with the wind that I have. The deal is that you could go out there and you could do ring sets and you could do it that way, but I'm trying to set it up so that it becomes a stock shot, because we know which way the wind's blowing. So let's just make it a stock shot. And it'll give you a spot that's super close if you're a one-on-one and you brought out the same equipment. So extra mile, Kingmaker. And those should be the only two things that I need. I need anything other than that. I may need something when I get down there to the cup, putter, rapier, but I don't want to have to bring out any of the other suspects. I don't want to see my rough iron or my sand wedge. Matter of fact, I'm just going to leave those at the clubhouse. And I think just because of the side wind that we're getting here, that I moved the wind out, but I think that we need to adjust a little bit for that side wind. There's a very narrow little mouth that you can come up on the green here where you miss the rough on this side and you miss the sand when you go past. So it's a very narrow little lane down there. So just like small ring adjustment. And once we get like the trajectory stuff right, then we have to pay attention to the wind. So if the wind is 5 on one round and it's 3-2 in another, it will affect it a little bit different. So we have to make micro adjustments based on the wind. I'm going to get those balanced out. Fully adjusted. I'm going to put a little bit of my white ring out in the fairway. 2-9. That's about a ring and a half. And I got just about all of it. If there was any left on the table, it wasn't much. I just clipped that rough. A little bit too far in. I like the line there, though. That line was more on track. So you can see how that fairway, that rough area right there that I clipped, how the farther you go to the left, you have to hit the ball farther in order to clear it. And so I went out where I had about a quarter of my white ring outside. And before I had about I was about a quarter of my white ring on the inside. So my variance there is that. So next time I'm going to put my white ring right on the line. That's dead center in the middle, and see if that'll clear me on both sides. It's super narrow down there. It takes 2 or 3 times of with your clubs of dialing it in. And then once you get that area, you'll know. I think there's max club. So it's 1.0 per ring. And I gotta have to get my, it's 1.0 per ring, so it's a 2/6 pull. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get my Hornet to level 9 in my auto account because I've already screwed up. I was just sitting there thinking, making that wind adjustment. I played my auto account earlier and I had my Hornet and I played it all day long as if it was a 100% accurate club. But in my auto account, it's still level 8, so it's 96% accurate. I've played with my Hornet at 96% accurate forever, and it's going to be a huge change making. I know it doesn't sound like a lot going from 1.1 to 1.0 per ring, but it's going to be a big adjustment. And I don't like the fact that I have it in one and I don't have it in the other because I'm learning an adjustment and it's going to screw me up. Especially come tournament time. That's why it's important to have your practice account as close to your main account as possible. So anything that you can do, you only have to remember one set of numbers. I will miss my putt. I want to make sure I have room to be able to really go at it on some of these holes. And actually, I'll just go ahead and forfeit. That way I can get even more off. And good luck in the tournament. Good luck. All right, that gives me a little bit of breathing room going in. I ran into a guy one time where I was just practicing, so I missed my putt on purpose, and then they missed their putt, and then I missed my putt, and they missed theirs, and then we ended up like 26 under for that, and then I was able to go out and actually like go for it like I was playing in a tournament, and I think I ended up like 22 under or 22 over. I'd like to run into somebody like that again. All right. There you have it. That was hole number 1 of the Island or the Paradise Islands tournament and Monday's practice round in the rookie division. Thanks for watching.